Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Small Spaces. Today we are outside in my backyard. We're gonna be doing some DIYing, mostly just like upcycling some stuff that I already have because you need to shop your own stuff in your own home before you buy brand new things for your small spaces, especially if you're on a budget. So if you like DIYs and you like decorating videos, go ahead and subscribe. If you're new here, welcome. We do all kinds of fun stuff on this channel. Stick around and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna DIY today is this basket from my Small Spaces video, the very first one when we did my corner. It holds my fiddle leaf fig tree and I just felt like it was missing something, like need a little pizzazz. So we're gonna give it a nice stripe across the bottom. I think maybe a little bit up from the bottom, I'm not sure yet. We're gonna tape it off, paint it black, make it look a little bit more my style, and then yeah, we'll move on to the next one. I hit myself in the forehead. But yeah, I'm thinking like right across here, like a thick black stripe would be really cool. So it's getting dark like so fast. Okay, so I'm gonna tape this off. And I think I decided I wanted the stripe to be a little bit closer to the top. I don't know. Should I just do it like a fourth and just spray paint the handles too? Ugh. I think I'm gonna. So I'm gonna tape it off and then paint it. Super easy. The only thing that I should have done that I did not do is cover the part that I did not want paint on. Duh. So be smarter than me when you do this. I just used painter's tape. I taped it off, but I should have like used a trash bag or some paper or something to cover the overspray because I did get quite a bit of that. It still ended up looking really good, but I just wanted to give you guys that disclaimer. I recommend you wear shoes during this whole process because I ended up with spray paint on my feet for the next like 3 days. Also for the spray paint, I used a Behr paint and primer in one. I used the same one throughout the entire video. I love this. It's got a matte finish. I used spray paint because I really wanted it to get into all the cracks. There I go, messing it up already. All the cracks and crevices of the basket. You know, there's so much woven material and I felt like it was really gonna get in there and make it a solid black. Okay, and as you guys remember, this is the before on my basket. Boring, plain, lame. But if you're ready to see the after, here it is in 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, so the next DIY that we're gonna do is this end table that I bought from Pier 1. They're going out of the business. So I got this table with some like caning and wood on it, and I'm gonna paint it black as well. You can see I do have a favorite color. Okay, so here's the table, and let me just start off by saying there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. When I bought this table, I did not plan to paint it. I'm obsessed with it. It's beautiful, but it's just a little bit too light for my space. It's a little too boho, and I had seen all of these pictures like on Pottery Barn and West Elm of black caning, and I fell in love. Here's some reference photos that I picked up from my Pinterest. I'm just so obsessed with how clean and modern this is, still having that natural texture. That was what I was going for with this flip. Okay, so here's the two paints that I used, that matte clear top coat to give it a nice clean finish, and then I used 120 grit sandpaper just to give it a roughing up so that I could make sure it would stick to the wood. Once I was done sanding, I used this microfiber cloth to give it a good wipe down and make sure I got all the sand and dust before I painted. Okay, and so for painting, I am not a professional spray painter. I just followed the directions on the bottle, gave it a good shake, and then did nice light back and forth strokes in like a straight line to try to give it as smooth of a finish as possible. Lighter coats with spray paint are way better than doing a heavy coat and covering it all at once. It won't drip. So just take your time. I ended up doing about 3 coats on this table before I felt like it was completely covered, which it's tedious, but it's definitely the best way to get the most professional looking finish on your furniture. Okay, so I'm making a mess, but it's looking so good so far. I'm so happy I decided to do this. And this paint and primer, this Behr paint and primer is like really, really good. I highly recommend. I love it. It's super matte and it has all these awesome things about it. Indoor, outdoor use, corrosion resistant, excellent adhesion. I could vouch for that. It's excellent. Okay, and you guys remember the before. Still beautiful, nothing wrong with it. I still love it, but I feel like this transformation is definitely my favorite from the whole video. So here it is in 3, 2, 1. So I just got done picking up a sample of a color from Home Depot. It's called Pumpkin Cream. The camera is not picking up how absolutely beautiful it is. It's like a really light, like in your pumpkin cream cold brew. Anyway, am I basic? Yes. So I just thought it was really pretty and it'd be perfect for the vase project that we're doing. I'm gonna do that whole thing where people are terracotta-ing their paint without using terracotta pot paint. I don't know what I'm saying. Ceramic painting. Basically, you just add baking powder or baking soda to your paint and then apply it and it looks like it was like handmade. So I'm really excited to try it, especially in this color because I think it would be really pretty for fall. Also, just look how beautiful the sunset is. Nothing like a Carolina sky. I mean, it's just perfect. I've like super gotta hurry up because I'm running out of daylight and I do not have a lot of time this week. I really did like squeeze these DIYs in, but that's how easy they are. Literally, I was able to do my table in under an hour. This pot is literally gonna take no time at all, or vase or whatever. And then the basket, I mean, they're all super simple, super quick updates to things that I already had. Okay, so this is the vase I'm working with. It's like an old milk jug. I've had it forever. It was a little too farmhouse the way it was, so I decided to paint it. This is the paint sample. It only cost me like $3. I just mixed everything up with an old paintbrush that I had in a bowl. The paint came right off the bowl, so don't worry about that. But I just did equal parts baking soda and paint. I did a flat paint so that it would look more like a chalky finish. And there's no really rhyme or reason to it. I just kind of did whatever looked okay to me. I liked mine a little bit thicker. I feel like it made it look kind of organic and, I don't know, handmade, but look how beautiful. I'm obsessed with this color. It's so pretty for fall. And then I just kind of, you know, poured it in and did it. You can really see like how thick I made mine. I really wanted it to be like chunky. And so I put a lot of baking powder or baking soda in there, but it ended up being perfect. And then when I started to paint, I just painted all in the same direction so that it looked like it was turned almost like on a pottery wheel. Is it called a wheel? And then I just felt like that was the only technique I really did, was that. And I did probably 2 or 3 coats of this. Just because it was so thick. It did take time to dry in between, but it was awesome. I mean, I really love how easy this project was. I feel like it was high reward, high payoff for something so simple. All right, you guys remember the before. Here's the after in 3, 2, 1. Come here. Hi. You want to be in it too. Everybody wants to say bye. Yeah. Okay guys, anyway, so that's it for today's episode of Small Spaces. I really hope you guys, are you done? I really hope you guys got something from these DIYs and it inspires you to DIY some things in your home for your small spaces. If you like DIY videos and you want to see more, give it a thumbs up, comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see next. I definitely learned a lot from these DIYs, especially this one. There was definitely some overspray, but whatever. In the spirit of DIYing, you live and you learn. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.